Hey crew, Mark Hatmaker here. I'm going to give you a quick little video clip. It's talking about something from the unit called, I'll skip the indigenous name right now because it's a mouthful and you don't need it. It doesn't make your comprehension of what I'm getting ready to demonstrate any different. We'll get to the devil in the details. But anyway, the whole unit is called the Ground Warrior, which has 27 classifications of units of kicking, ground kicks and weaves and pins and climbs from the ground position. And I'll provide a link to both either a podcast or a blog position, give you a blog post that gives you even more in-depth background to what we're talking about here. We begin exploring this in our Black Box project, or why not join the Black Box Brotherhood? You know, once every month you're going to get these video drills sent to you. You're going to spend 45 minutes to an hour tabulating, then grab your syllabi, go to work, and just do this and just you just watch me once in the yak and then go to work with this stuff so you can be doing it for yourself. I'm not going to give away any of the kicks in that inaugural volume, but I do want to talk one concept that's going to be a whole lot to do about pinning, climbing, and dragging kicks, which means what the off leg is doing, and that way I'm comfortable with giving this part away with no problem. A pinning kick, you can practice on this on a floor bag. I just find the little circumference is a little irrealistic here. I'm going to use just a 30-pound sandbag. So this is standing in for an also grounded opponent's leg. We're facing each other in this position, or forget the leg position here because I'm not giving away how that's done. Or that we could just both hit the mat. Their legs are here, their feet are here, and I'm pinning across the body. I could be pinning across the face. I'm pinning across the arm, pre-arm bar, or I'm setting up a cognizant leg lock that is aware of what the kicking can do. That's got neither here nor there, but whenever the kick is coming into play, I want to, if I'm kicking off this leg is doing the pinning work. So the pinning work, the sandbag stands in for the human being, it goes over the top, and then I'm able to start moving in with whatever style of kick I'm using. I'm using something really simplistic right here because this is what we're talking about right now. Now, for any kick that's coming off the ground, it's going to be fired from my quads and my glutes. If off this back grounded arm right here, and I'm not giving away what the hand position is, it's going to have a shove with the elbow to rearward to help me move in. Now we showed on this particular volume, we talk about false tripoding where a huge amount of power is coming in. We will not have access to that power in this particular kind of kick. But pinning kicks, one, they allow you to pin and immobilize or get a possible incoming weapon out of the way for you. Think of it as trapping hands, what's trapping legs, trapping feet. You're in this position, but when you pin with this foot, it just doesn't come over and lay over. I want you to see this. This foot is not relaxed, the toe is not up, the toes are pointed down. That even means if you're trying to reach across and you're laying on someone's torso, the toes are always down. Why? Two reasons. One is to provide more impetus for the kick. So where here before I've only got quad and glute to drive it and the elbow to drive it away here, but this, we see how this moved with me. I'm throwing the kick, I'm actually using my opponent, I'm dragging them to me. So we're getting this little bit of a car crash as we're going on. It's basically like grabbing someone's arm and pulling it where you're doing a headbutt. Well, you're doing that with your feet at the same time here. Optimally. Now, even if it doesn't drag them with you, you are getting the pin position. You've trapped, as it were, and you're also allowing them to come in a little bit. So it serves all the purposes of trapping, immobilizing, and it gets us into a deeper world as this vocabulary goes on, where pinning becomes this ground climbing, this ground digging. It's Sokobiete, where you ground climb the human being as soon as you hit the ground, and it's not you getting up and having no hands on it. They become the ladder rung, and often your feet are what's running you up to get where you're at. These are going to be super useful concepts, and actually if they start turning into where the kicking turns into leg locking turns into kicking, blah, 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 on and on. Wild and crazy angles, strange positions to run around in, but anyway, just to the nutshell thing there, we're talking about when you ever do any sort of pinning, it's got to be that heel up, the toes down, and there's always a pull back position to help fire your kick and also to prepare you for whatever ground climbing that you're going to be doing. You want more information on that, why, you're going to have to join the Black Box Brotherhood, because you can't give away all the milk and all this because you never take a look at that cow, and I'm going to tell you, it's a mighty mean cow.